Atlanta, and I am here to tell you that this program is absolutely wonderful. Before I came to see Dr. Wonder, I think I was probably slowly killing myself or just slowly dying. Even though I have free medical care, I think I was slowly dying. I came here, my stomach was hurting, I was having headaches, I was getting tired all the time, just really not feeling well. So once I was diagnosed with diabetes, and my doctors were just telling me how to manage the disease, but not really telling me how to cure the disease. I saw an ad for Dr. Wonder talking about diabetes reversal, and I was like, well, let me just go check this out. But I was adamant when I went to the dinner, I was not going to purchase anything. This is what I said to myself, right? I was like, I'm not purchasing anything. But once I got there and started to listen to the presentation, and it started to make sense, the things that he was saying, about diabetes and about managing and going on all the different medications. And I was like, that is just not for me. I cannot take medicine. That stuff makes me sick. So after listening to that, my husband was adamant that I was going to at least come and talk to Dr. Wonder and see what the program could do for me so that I could live to be with him forever. So I thought that was really cute. So here I am, and today I have to tell you that I feel great. I have lost, and I want to say I've been in the program about 10 weeks. I have lost 28 pounds without even really trying. I feel wonderful. Dr. Wonder also helped me to understand lab tests, something which I did not understand. You will go to the doctor, they say we're going to take labs, and then they only tell you about the thing that they took that they were concerned about. But he actually sat with me and explained to me the entire lab worksheet. So now I am a monster even when I go to my doctor. And I really, really like that. I've learned so much about myself, where even information that I pass on to my mother when she goes to her doctor, which is absolutely wonderful. My A1C when I started was, I'm going to tell you, 13.9. Today, it is 7.3 and continuing to go down. And we're only talking 10 weeks. And I didn't do anything major. Just kind of followed this program and took out some of the foods that really I didn't eat anyway, or I ate but only ate because they were there. So it wasn't hard to change my eating habits, and I don't crave crazy things. As a matter of fact, it's hard for me to even just go and eat food, even the foods that I am allowed to eat. This program, I can't tell you enough about it. I think it's saving my life. It really is. My A1C is down. My cholesterol, I'm going to tell you, when I started, was in the 400s. Right? I know. Whatever. But now it is 177 and continuing to go down. I cannot tell you enough about this program. If you can afford it, if you can do it, I would say, do what you got to do so that you live your life. Don't have to take medication. Just eat healthy, exercise, be healthy, and just enjoy life. This program is wonderful.
Hi, my name is Brenda, and I am a patient of Dr. Wander's. I was diagnosed as a diabetic type 2 when I was age 40. That was 16 years ago. My A1C was up to 7.2 when I started this program, and it's now down to 6.3. I started in July at 6, and I was taking 60 units of insulin. This is November, and I'm now taking no insulin at all. Also, a nice side effect was I've lost 20 pounds. Everyone here is very helpful and are willing to answer any questions that you have.
My name is Lil, and Dr. Wander mentioned the person who had the 14.7 A1C. Well, it's me. And it is now down to 7.6. And it's all because of you because I'm going to give myself a hand too. You know, I didn't think it was possible to basically cut the A1C in half in such a short amount of time, but I did it even through Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Cool.
And he also said that I didn't follow everything exactly like I should, and I'm guilty. But Thanksgiving and Christmas, I did what I had to do until Thanksgiving, and I said, Thanksgiving. I says, can I try this and this? You know, I mean, that's a big holiday. And Christmas. So he said, well, he says, you know, you're going to make up your own mind. And I cheated a little bit. I had a little bit of cheesecake and all of this, but I went back. And so, you know, I just had my last test, and I was concerned that since the test before, I had gone down to 8.6, I think, and I was afraid that in this last month with Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's, that I may not have come down so much more. And my goal is to get down to the 5.6 he mentioned or less. I actually came down another point. And I was like, yes. So, you know, all of the holidays and a couple of birthdays are past. So now I was so encouraged by my last test that I said, that's it. You know, I'm going back, and I know I can hit that goal of under 5.6. And the other two numbers that had me concerned were my blood sugar before I started the program was 480. And in the last month, I've had 3 episodes where I started getting the dizziness, you know, because my blood sugar has come down, and I actually had to eat a piece of peppermint or something so I could get it back up and not have those the dizziness and the shakes. And the other number that was bad was the cholesterol. I was like 400, it was over 470. And I was on the medication the MD put me on, and it worked, plus the food that I had started cutting out of my diet, and I was eating the right things, and it went down to 71. I got really sick for about 3 months. I felt horrible. So my doctor actually didn't want to take me off that medicine. And I said, I can't do this, you know. Sorry, but I took myself off the medication. My health was much more important than the doctor's MD after her name. So now it's where it's supposed to be. Or close, I think it's about 150 something or 160 something as of the last test. And I feel great. I've lost about 20 pounds. I had to get a new wardrobe because everything was falling off, literally. You know, somebody stepped on a pair of pants I was wearing that was too big, and I had to hold the waist because it was coming off. And I said, no, can't do this. So, you know, I just encourage you guys, if you're looking to reverse the diabetes, it can be done. And this is an awesome way to do it. Dr. Wander works with you one-on-one, and he listens to what you say, and he helps you through the whole program. So again, you know, I'm human. I did cheat this last month, but everything still went really, really well. So I just encourage you, if you want to stop. Oh, and I was diagnosed 12 years ago, and I did everything the doctor said, and I was up to the highest amount of oral medication, and I was taking 3 insulin shots. And I was one that, with shots, they've picked me up off the floor a couple of times because I passed out. So you can do it, you know, and I encourage you to please, you know, do it. Thank you.
Doing the same thing in the same fashion and expecting a different result, and it's the definition of insanity. But that's what I've been doing for years, doing the same thing in the same way, expecting the same result, and it was insane. So I'm a very, very, very busy person, extremely busy. So I wasn't able to have my first appointment. I signed right up, but wasn't able to have my first appointment until I I don't know when it was, May 31st, May 31st, I'm out of town, I know I need to speed this up. So, let me tell you, in 6 weeks, my cholesterol went down 40 points. In 6 weeks, I went from diabetic to pre-diabetic. In 6 weeks. In 6 weeks, I lost 10 pounds. And I wasn't even trying to lose weight. I hadn't even gotten into my exercise routine. I hadn't even, without even, none of that. Why was all of that? It was because of my why. My why because of my 93-year-old mother and what she's going through. My why because of my daughter who's in grad school and I don't want her to have to take care of me like that when I, get off. My why because everything is dependent upon me and my family. My why, and I always put me, unfortunately, at the very bottom, but I don't want to lose any limbs. My health, okay? So, I just want to say that, thank you. I've done a lot of...
We ran his first blood work. From the lab, his A1C came back and the lab said greater than 16.5. So I called the lab and I said, can you give me a number? Like, I want to know the number because his number might be 25 and we get it to 19 and it's going to show the same. And they said the machine doesn't go that high. So he can tell you. So this is Dennis. Give him a round of applause.
Good evening. I'm glad to be here. One of the things is that I was a hard-headed person, and so I didn't know whether Dr. Wanda was going to accept me because I came to him but one of the things about me being hard-headed, my blood sugar was over 450 when it started. It had been up higher than that also, and I don't know what type of tip I was on, but I had stopped taking my insulin medication, stopped following all the directions and stuff, and actually I stopped going to my doctor. But I heard the advertisement with Dr. Wanda, and he said he could reverse it. That was something because I didn't want to take those needles. I didn't want to do that, and I had a reaction one time to the Metformin, so I definitely stopped that. But coming here, it gave me some hope. When I found out, when he said that most type 2 diabetes is reversible. And he said he would test because most of the time is that there's something that I will be allergic to rather than just in my pancreas it was not secreting enough insulin. So when I started the cleansing process, first of all, on a strict diet, within, you said it was over 16.5. My last reading for my A1C was 7.4, and that was the 12-week reading of that. I feel better. I've been losing weight, and I think this what I've learned, because I was a person that I wanted to do what I wanted to do, and I just hated medications. I hated going to doctors, and just with Dr. Wander, he's convinced me to get a new general practitioner to work with me because I still have other things with life just other than diabetes. But this has been a start for me, and because diabetes runs in my family. My father's side of the family, almost everybody has it, and I just thought it was something that was genetic. And I'm glad to find out that it is not genetic. There is hope. And if I follow some directions, I can't say just suggestions, but the directions I have to follow, then things can get better.
Hi folks, I just want to tell you how pleased I have been with Dr. Wander. When I first started about 3 months ago, my A1C was 6.5 and a little bit higher at times. I just was diagnosed with diabetes. And then I was given some meds from my general doctor. Today, 12 weeks later, with no meds, I'm at 5.4, non-diabetic. That's outstanding. My triglycerides with my old practice, what I was doing was 132 with meds. Today it's 85 without any meds. That's an astounding recovery in such a short period of time. I'm still required to keep up with all my correct foods or what have you I've been doing, but I just want to let you know how pleased I am. Very surprising. Every time I read Google diabetes and see all the horrible things it can cause, it scares you. At least it scares me. And I'm very pleased with this program, and I'm never going to get off of it. My advice for you is, quite frankly, talk to Dr. Wander. Listen to him. Go to his free dinner. Forget about the dinner, but just listen to what he's got to say, and then come into his office and talk to him. You'll be glad you did. Period.
Hi, my name's Frank Walker, and I'm a patient of Dr. Wander's. When I came to the clinic after seeing the presentation at Hilton, I was so impressed that I thought that this was a program that I should get into, since my diabetic type 2 condition seemed to be all they would tell me at my GPM, general practitioner's office, was exercise, eat better, and take meds, and come back in 3 months. And I did that for several years. And the problem that we had is that each time I'd go back, it was like, well, I see you're exercising, I see you've lost some weight, but we need to increase your meds. So my thought was, how many times can we keep increasing my meds? Well, to the point that they got to Metformin to 2,500 milligrams a day. And they can't go any higher. And they wanted to force me into taking insulin, which I decided, this is it. I'm tired of this. I'm going to find another solution. So after seeing Dr. Wander's presentation, I felt like this is the way to go. So here I am. Started out, and here I am several weeks later, much improved, and all I can tell you is it's the most worthwhile program. So good luck to all of you.
Hi, how you doing? My name is Juan Luya. I'm 54 years old. I came to see Mr. Dr. Steve Wander. My sugar was, my AC1 was 7.9, and then 45 days it's lowered down to 6.6. I lost 20 pounds. My cholesterol, I had to lower my cholesterol because it was too high. And that when I came over here, you know, he just showed me, I thought I was going to starve. All this different food and all this healthy food and all of that. Well, it wasn't the case. I was eating like crazy. 6 times a day. And I didn't starve. Food was good. Little by little, I had time to figure out what I got to eat. I started cooking some good stuff, and it's real good. My medicine, I noticed I checked my sugar twice a day, and that it was low. And I stopped taking some of my medicines, my shots, my Vistosia, because I didn't want to go to bed. And something happened while I'm sleeping, then my sugar was real low. So myself, I just stopped taking that medicine. I was taking my other pills. So when I went to the doctors, I told her that I stopped taking it because it was too low, and I'm glad I did. You know, so in 45 days, he says I've done real good. So I got 45 days more to do. And hopefully I get to my goal and start taking all these medicines. And I was skeptical of doing all this program over here when I first came in. And so far so good. I mean, everything's working out good, just even healthy. And didn't starve at all. That's it.
This is Brendan talking to Mr. Shaper. And Mr. Shaper, if you can, just tell us how you're feeling with everything.
Well, I'm feeling very encouraged about the results that I've had so far. My blood sugar is under control. It's dropped 20 points on average, and the program is relatively easy to go through with. I like the diet, and all in all, I'm very pleased.
Months later, and my A1C has gone down from about 13, about 12.9 to under 5, and I'm feeling great. I've lost weight without dieting. I'm exercising. My stamina is up. I'm just very excited, and I'm happy to share this. And I wish everybody and anything I can do to facilitate the process. I think it's a terrific program. It really helps. It's a lifesaver. It gives you your life back.
My A1C when I started was, I'm going to tell you, 13.9. Today, it is 7.3 and continuing to go down. And we're only talking 10 weeks.
My name is Lil, and Dr. Wander mentioned the person who had the 14.7 A1C. Well, it's me. And it is now down to 7.6.
Let me tell you, in 6 weeks, my cholesterol went down 40 points. In 6 weeks, I went from diabetic to pre-diabetic. In 6 weeks. In 6 weeks, I lost 10 pounds. And I wasn't even trying to lose weight. I hadn't even gotten into my exercise routine. I hadn't even, without even, you know.
Within, you said a little 16.5. My last reading for my A1C was 7.4. And that was the 12 week reading of that. I feel better. I've been losing weight.
Hi folks, I just want to tell you how pleased I have been with Dr. Wander. When I first started about 3 months ago, my A1C was 6.5 and a little bit higher at times. I just was diagnosed with diabetes. And then I was given some meds from my general doctor. Today, 12 weeks later, with no meds, I'm at 5.4, non-diabetic. That's outstanding. My triglycerides with my old practice, what I was doing was 132 with meds. Today it's 85 without any meds. That's an astounding recovery in such a short period of time. I'm still required to keep up with all my correct foods or what have you I've been doing, but I just want to let you know how pleased I am. Very surprising. Every time I read Google diabetes and see all the horrible things it can cause, it scares you.
I'm so happy that my blood sugar results went down tremendously from 11.2 A1C when I first started in July. Then it went down to 8.2 after 1 month with them, and then after that it went down again to 7.4. Now my last result, my last A1C blood test result is 6.5, which is really, for me, is very positive.
My name is George. I started with Dr. Wander about 6 weeks ago. My A1C3 was 8. It's now 6.1. I've lost 16 pounds. I wanted to get into the program because I was tired of taking all the prescriptions, and I wanted to really control my diabetes and be accountable for it, which is what's happening now. I know what I'm eating. I know what I shouldn't be eating. It's just a really great program. I am really excited about it. I've learned more about my blood workup than I've ever known, which is really good. But it's a really great program, and I'm really looking forward to the next few months to see what happens with my A1C3 and how I'm doing.
Hi all, my name is Felix Akiwumi. I started this program in September with an A1C of 12.2, and it's been about 4 months to today. By January 19, when I took the next A1C, it has come down to 6.3.
My name is Jeffrey Cohn, and I've been with Dr. Wander for a little more than a year. And when I got started, my readings were A1C, it was 11.5. Now it's 5.9 after about a year. Cholesterol was at the beginning 297, and now it's 196. And the triglycerides, it was 180, now it's down to 60. And very appreciative of all the help I've received here.
Hi, how you doing? My name is Juan Luya. I'm 54 years old. I came to see Dr. Steve Wander. My sugar was, my AC1 was 7.9. And then 45 days, it's lowered down to 6.6. I lost 20 pounds. My cholesterol, I had to lower my cholesterol because it was too high. And that when I came over here, he just showed me, I thought I was going to starve. All this different food and all this healthy food and all of that. Well, it wasn't the case. I was eating like crazy. 6 times a day.
Now your blood sugars, what are the highest that they've been since you've been with me?
About 262.
And what are the lowest that it's been since you've been with me?
95.
And when did you start?
May.
May of this year?
Yes.
And how much weight have you lost?
19 pounds.
19 pounds. And was it hard?
No. Because I did nothing to lose weight other than follow the plan. So no special diet just for me.
That's right.
Yeah.
And what type of symptoms were you having when you came?
Well, we don't have enough time, but
we got time.
Basically everything that was there, I was exhausted. I woke up tired. I would not sleep all night. I'd get up 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, had no energy. It was just, I was a mess.
So here's the list she told me today. Problems losing weight, hair loss, problems sleeping, moody, anxious, depressed, problems with energy, problems with memory. And when you came to me, in 2 days, what did your doctor want to put you on?
Insulin.
That's right.
In fact, my doctor did put me on insulin.
For 2 days.
For 2 days.
Right.
I took myself off of it.
Now, we've done only one post-lab with Miss Batty. So, did any of your markers go down in the proper direction?
All of them went down.
All of them went down. So
Every last one of them.
So only one post-test. She's ready for another post-test in a couple weeks, I think. Hello everyone, this is Dr. Wander, and today is July 12th, 2016, and I'm here with Miss Bobbitt. So Miss Bobbitt, when did you start our program?
I started in March.
Okay, of this year?
2016, yes.
Good, and were you on insulin when you started?
Yes.
How many units per day?
95.
And how many units of insulin are you on now?
35.
Good, so in 4 months, good. And what was your A1C when you started with us?
11.7.
11.7, good. And what is it now?
6.5.
Awesome.
In 3 months.
In 3 months, good. And what was your cholesterol when we started?
233.
And what is it now?
165.
Awesome. And what about your triglycerides? What were they when you started?
117.
Okay.
And then I'm at 75.
At 75 is normal, because normal is less than 100. And did you lose any weight?
Yes, I was 157 when I started, and I weigh 140 now.
Okay, awesome. So that's 17 pounds in roughly 3.5 months.
3.5 months.
So good job. So how do you feel how the program has done for you so far?
I feel like I have a new body.
Awesome, awesome. So thank you very much. I'm sure people will be very interested in your results, and we're still going strong. So for everyone out there, if you're interested in reversing your diabetes and you want to be like Miss Bobbitt, go ahead and give us a call.
Hi, my name is Elsie Velez, and I came to Dr. Wander after seeing my primary care physician, who advised that my hemoglobin A1C was at 9.8 and I was full-blown diabetic. After seeing Dr. Wander since April 13th, my hemoglobin A1C has gone from 9.8 to 6 weeks later being 8.2, and now 6 weeks after that it is at a 7.0. My triglycerides, which I was not taking medication for, started at 339 and are now at 94.